When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, that's amore.
The California State budget reduction for this year, 2009 and 10, reduced the entire CSU system by approximately $600 million. CSU has been the largest four-year university in the United States, about 450,000. But we must bring down the enrollment 40,000 over the next 2 years. Because that's the amount of the students that the state of California is not paying for.
The budget for next year, there is a governor's budget proposal that was issued in January. No action has been taken by the legislature on that yet. Both the governor's office and the legislative analyst's office are projecting somewhere between a $19 to $20 billion state deficit over the next year and a half. Governor Schwarzenegger wanted a budget reduction to address the entire $20 million. The legislature came up with a partial plan for $4 to $5 billion, which the governor rejected this past week. So the budget for next year is essentially at ground zero right now. But our campus is in a good position as possible as we go into it.
7 years ago, we had two gifts of $1 million in our history, and now we have about a dozen, and we have a $35 million gift, and so we've really stepped it up.
There was a statement that was attributed to me that was not true. I never made that statement, and I want to be real clear about this. And so there isn't anyone up here that does not support the arts. I know that the leading community draw for Cal State Fullerton has been the theaters that we produce in those productions every year. Let me know the groups that you want to be involved, and they will be involved at the next meeting, planning meeting.
Something to that as well. If you guys are interested in joining university-wide committees, our Chief Administrative Officer, Kathy, can you wave? She is in charge of appointing students to all these different committees and everything like that. So please get in contact with her because she is looking for students. There are positions open.
ASI Cal State Fullerton, we are spearheading a new campaign that we're going to print out 5,000 postcards and get statements and signatures from students from Cal State Fullerton, UCI, and one local community college. And Julie's going to be taking those postcards up with her when she goes to chess at the end of April. So those are going to be delivered to the legislative and the governor up in Sacramento. So look out for the postcards to come after spring break.
Because we need to figure out a way to make sure we keep the dialogue going. Communication is the key. Collaboration is the key. It's not an either or. So we'll be looking at ways in which we can facilitate that interaction between the formal structure and the grassroots movement that evidently is a part of a culture that's growing here. It's all good.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.